apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Oh, that is a cold reception, isn't it? Hello everyone, welcome back to Bioshock 2. I'm Rihanna Bahamut, and that's Sinclair.
As you can see, Chief, the station here is iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Ooh, I hope there's a roller coaster! And if I'm being honest, this is probably my favorite level in the game. And it's actually a pretty good one. It's actually fairly fun and an interesting idea. Oh yeah, that seems completely sane from a psychiatrist to start a cult. I'm not entirely certain where that piece of concrete went flying. The physics on that is amazing. Oh, whoops. Son of a bitch. Yeah, thankfully, if you, well, hack when we set off the alarm, then, well, the alert goes off. It's very nice and makes it so that I don't have to stand around fighting off drones for a while. Now, obviously, we need to find ourselves a ticket.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
Hey, it's our first power to the people station to upgrade our weapons. Actually gonna hold off on grabbing that for a second, because you may have spotted a new weapon for us to pick up that would be more worthwhile in upgrading. Well, except for maybe the drill.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
And are any of us surprised by that? I mean, we all know that Andrew Ryan had a big head on him. Well, since we're having to buy a plasmid, I think we all know what we're gonna have to end up doing.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
So, yes, instead of the Tommy gun, we get ourselves a giant chain gun. This one is actually a pretty decent weapon. And now we can actually see the upgrades, and there's actually something new. As you can see, we got 2 upgrades for each of them like we had before, but now there's a third one that you can unlock after you, well, get all the other ones. Like for the rivet gun, it's that it can set enemies on fire. For the drill, I'm honestly not a fan with this one. Incoming projectiles will be reflected back at attackers while the drill is spinning. In all honesty, I like using my drill as my big daddy killer, so I don't tend to waste my fuel on normal guys. I usually just smack them with the drill instead. And for the machine gun upgrade, a high density electrical field prevents shots from breaking up on first impact, causing them to ricochet all around the room. Which is actually kind of a fun one to mess around with. So my first one is usually either the machine gun damage increase or the drill damage increase. And in all honesty, we kind of need a long-range weapon at this point, so I go with the machine gun for now. In all honesty, I probably won't end up maxing out the machine gun, but it's really handy for this level at the very least.
No
That's right, jump up out into the open, see what happens. I will admit, whipping someone with a giant machine gun is pretty badass, but I think it should be doing a bit more damage than it is. I mean, seriously, for Big Daddy, we're kinda wimpy in the strength department. We don't exactly smack people that hard with our melee attack.
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children.
My god, the ticket unit is golden and glowing! I probably should swap off
I
that.
am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
And hey, gene tonics are back, and our first one makes us run faster. They've also completely changed up how the gene tonics work. No longer are they limited to 3 categories. We just have a whole bunch of slots that we can stick anyone into, which is I'd say it's an improvement. It was kind of annoying to remember exactly which one I wanted to upgrade more and try to figure out how to, well, which ones categories that I wanted to keep filled out. And as we were in the amusement park,
One night, while cruising the Atlantic in his steamliner, the Olympian, his sleep interrupted with a singular purpose. Here, he shouts to his crewmen as he wipes sleep from his eyes. Full stop. We begin building here.
oh, so of all things, this doesn't get subtitles? Ah, come on. This is actually something that's interesting to hear.
Refitted for heavy construction, the Olympian returns with a new cargo. A state-of-the-art submersible platform, nicknamed the Seeker, ferries supplies and workers to the sea floor, fathoms below.
I mean, this is all talking about the start of Rapture.
After initial supplies have been brought to the seafloor, the platform is permanently moored in the sediment. Massive iron girders are sunk hundreds of feet into the rock and silt. Below the platform, engineers work to overcome obstacles such as diamond-hard rock, obstinate sea life, and unexpected help.
So, and I do believe it continues over here.
After the platform is secured, work progresses at an astounding rate. Designed to be the foundation of Rapture, workers toil around the clock to create the metropolis you see today.
I can only imagine how difficult that kind of working condition would be. I mean, some people complain about hostile work environments. How much can you complain about when you're under the frickin' ocean and having to build an entire city down there?
Everything you touch turns to shit.
Mean. You're mean, Roger. Clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical.
I love doing that. Being able to long-range hack is pretty cool.
Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolved today.
So yes, this is going to be our finishing line, because there's the Gatherer's Garden with our Incinerate in it. I just wanted to come in here because that little bit always makes me laugh when I hack the turret out from under them. Now, where do I get some more 50 caliber bullets? Gift shop should do.
Your kind ain't welcome here. Help! You won't listen. What you try?
Apparently he didn't like my soda. Someone's still alive in here. We need to fix that. Where'd he go?
Used to be there was no margin in running a gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
So apparently we're working alongside a fairly shady businessman. Oh, come on. It's like 3 feet in front of me. How could I miss? Now we got the final rivets, the heavy rivets, which is basically the normal rivets except more damage.
I know the service, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there, in service of the common good. But then, I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima.
And what words were those exactly?
Patient in my care, I was diagnosed suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
Okay, the subtitles were once again messing up here. I have to say, the subtitling in this game is kind of terrible.
And through unity, we transcend the self.
Haha. So yeah, successfully hacking the safe with all the blue marks gives you money. Which I guess I'm not entirely certain how that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, where's the money come from? The lock? Yay, more 50 cal. And we can actually just straight up buy heavy rivets, so of course they must be really that good, right? I mean, yeah. I know how to work good. Ow, ow. Where did you come from? Seriously, where did that guy come from? I had already cleared out this entire area. I went and hacked that machine, and then all of a sudden he's shooting at me from behind. Oh well, now we are much better armed. Time to head downstairs. Dang it.
Gotta stop myself.
I swear, I'm only on medium difficulty, yet it feels like I'm shooting out wiffle balls with this gun. And once again, I am hacking the planet. Because I'm kind of OCD like that.
I know I'll reach that new Jerusalem.
Ooh, anti-personnel. Ow. Yeah, we don't need anything from there. Alright, to the El Dorado Lounge. She left her hat behind, but she went flying.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Well, I always appreciate more drill power.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
So, yeah, Eleanor Lamb raised her daughter completely away from most people, and then tried to indoctrinate her with her beliefs. I'm pretty sure that's how cults operate, too. Oh, whoa. You also scared me there, Mr. Turret.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Let me first just take a little quick look around the environment. We only get one explosive barrel. Alrighty. Drill fight!
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Duh. Oh, hey, there was another explosive barrel I could use.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her, now more than ever.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splashers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
Oh boy. And so it begins. As he just implied, this is a whole defense section, kind of like what we had earlier. Except this time we're dealing with protecting a little sister instead of just ourselves. And this is how atom gathering works throughout the entire game. You always have to do this crap. Needless to say, quite a few people didn't really like this. Yes, I know, I'm setting up traps, damn it. And this is pretty much the main thing I use the rivet gun for, setting up trap rivets. Although I pretty much stop using them later when we get something even better for this kind of stuff, but that's not going to be for a while.
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard.
That's for me to exploit and discard!
Spire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
Several of them are already dead, and I haven't even had to lift a finger. Where did I get shot from? They really like this left side, don't they? Oh no, I never thought that they would cut through that door to get at us. There he goes. Ow.
I'm always safe with Dad.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
Get dunked. Well, at least this gives us a whole lot of bodies to search through to get some money back. Apparently they never even bothered to try to use this set of stairs. Oh boy, so yeah, get used to us doing a lot of this. Because every little sister has 2 bodies that they gotta gather at. Because nothing extends gameplay quite like that.
Why, hello there. My name is Andrew Ryan. I built the city of Rapture for children just like you, because the world evolved and become unfit for us. But here, beneath the ocean, it is natural to wonder if the danger has passed. If those we left behind will ever come to their senses. So, let us imagine, you and I, what might befall us on the surface.
Let's go for a bit of, how shall I put it, nostalgia. Destroying his head with a golf club. Hey, we found the rides! Yeah, you guys were sure close to getting me, alright. And where did you come from? Well, either way, they're dead.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
So, was there like a school campout at the amusement park? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm not entirely certain there's a really good place for them kids to actually, well, sleep at. At least a large group of them. Son of a... Seriously, my melee sucks. I swear we should have had much better melee than what we have
On
here.
the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own. But the parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are a state. We are gone. We demand our share.
Well, that's slightly terrifying. So yeah, as I was just saying, if you hold square, this little light thingy will lead you to where the next corpse is that you gotta harvest. It's definitely handy. There we go. Yay, all the doors are open so we can easily get back to the, well, other areas. Thought I heard a laugh. Oh.
Stupid machine!
Ah, dang it. Well, he picked up on the fact that it had been hacked pretty quickly, didn't he? And there's our next corpse.
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop, surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all. But I got a plan. Gotta fix up the transport sub that's been rusted in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
That's an odd placement for a turret, a trap turret. I mean, rivet. I think we're pretty well set up with the traps, and we have our turret. So let's do this.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
Really? So what do you think would have happened if, say, you didn't send your splicers after me right at the start? What if you actually tried to, say, work with me, claim that, hey, I don't hate you, you can come and protect my daughter and stuff like that? I mean, would that really be so terrible? I mean, you didn't even try the diplomatic route. You just went straight to the, let's kill them, girls and boys. And it sounds like how much is that dog in the window is intensifying in the background.
He's nicer than other dads.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
So even when it's all said and done, we still have to find one of the little hidey hole thingamabobbers to actually get them to, well, go. And naturally that's when we get a whole bunch of Adam for doing our good work. And let's pick up some more 50 cal. And we don't really need any more trap turrets for this level, so we should be able to pick up any more, or, well, pick up more before we actually need to play turret defense again. Huh, apparently they managed to get one all the way back here. So where's the person that goes with those clothes?
For kindling even now. It sickens me.
We got more grabby hands. Hey, drill fuel, though I think I'm full up. It's like going behind the scenes at Disneyland. Just takes all the magic out of everything, doesn't it? Ah, more trap rivets. Told you we'd find more.
Rapture is a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor, it is our task to answer.
The parasite makes nothing for itself. His only tools are taxes and tithes meant to trick you into offering what it has not earned. In Rapture, we keep what is ours. On the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above his fellows. But the parasites say no. Discovery must be regulated, it must be controlled, and finally surrendered.
Well, if that discovery was friggin' plasmids, I think that need to be a bit regulated given what we see here, because holy shit.
An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites say, no, your art must serve the cause. Your ideals endanger the people.
We don't need that kind of tentacle porn in this neighborhood.
Baby, you know you don't have a chance. What is this? A silent treatment? You ain't
No, I think we found where we're supposed to be looking.
why not? Why not?
Ow. I fell down the hole. Oh, really? And it takes me 3 whacks to destroy a first aid station for some some health kits. Come on, how kind of lame is that? I guess this isn't the right place to go to the... whatchamadiggins. Why are you pointing in this direction, game? But this just goes across the... Really? Is that necessary? Could it have just gone back up the way? I mean, what?
Lacking its own ingenuity, the parasite fears the visionary. But it cannot plagiarize, it seeks to censor. But it cannot regulate, it seeks to ban. Rapture was founded on an idea, and here they are held inviolate.
Another neat little thing. You can actually see the little sister riding on our shoulder in our shadow. Not much, but it is a nice touch.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more atom than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
Naturally, the good old, hey, go ahead and kill little girls. I mean, it's your survival, right? I mean, even Atlas told us that we should kill the little sisters. And he was still trying to pretend to be a good guy. And that was kind of freaky. Almost like a shot at the mannequins. Or animatronics, I guess is the better term. I hear the dingle 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 sound of, there it is. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of murdering little girls.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough atom now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
So we can make things burn, baby, burn. I saw sparks from someone dragging a melee weapon. Hi there. Down to get ahead.
That's all you parasites ever do. Be
Those must be some Tommy guns if they're carrying 50 caliber rounds in them. I'm not a big gun nut, so I can't be sure, but I'm pretty darn certain that they didn't have 50 cals. I mean, look at that barrel. It just seems tiny. Thought I heard someone else. Because there's always more people screaming around here. Good old soda. Fills up our E for some reason.
On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasites said, no. The child has a duty. He will go to war and die for the nation.
Okay then. Now why would you actually have a door that says ride maintenance employees only directly in the friggin' ride itself? Oh, I guess that's the way we're supposed to go anyway. Oh, whoops. I wanted Electro Bolt. Because nothing is like making someone ride the lightning while they're standing in a pile of water. Puddle. Maybe, yes. Alright, let's increase our drill's damage. Oh yeah, baby. They even gave us some drill fuel even though we're completely maxed out on it. Hi. Bye. Let's get drunk. Oh, come on. Only two and no oh, there it is. Yay, motion sickness. Whoops. This is why you don't hack while drunk, kiddies. And we got some auto hack darts. They do exactly what it sounds like. So naturally I will be hoarding them throughout most of the game and not really using them all that much because I'm actually pretty decent at the hacking minigame.
Gotta stash myself.
Did I see? Oh, yep. Nah, I didn't. Whoops. Oh, there it is. Well, that worked. You know, you'd think if I could completely destroy a wooden pallet like that with one swing, that would be doing more damage with my melee attack. Hey, what didn't I just pick? Oh, come on, let me activate it. There we go, finally. Holy crap.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan.
Dun dun dun!
Spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight, I'm shaving my whole stupid head.
Unable to provide for itself, the need of the parasite grows until war is made to justify. Your parents brought you to Rapture, where you need never fear the parasites again. So you see, there is no place for you on the surface. Rapture may bring the world to you. If you know someone who belongs in Rapture, write a letter to the Ryan Industries mailroom. And you never know. The next face might be familiar.
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy in Rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare, do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what if anything learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad, as long as he
Crap, I'm way too exposed here. Wait, she's still alive? Thought you ragdolled there. You know, at least the other game actually waited to bust out with the machine gun guys until later. And we've already got Booze Hound, which is our license to go get drunk. There it goes.
I got a little dating tip for you, Jimbo. It'll get you out of that lonely hearts club for good. This scheme works 100% at a time, guaranteed. First,
So much booze.
Betty and take her to Ryan Amusements. Then you'll go to the gift shop, buy her a teddy bear. This is key. I ain't kidding around. Then you'll buy her a ticket on Journey to the Surface. As soon as you hit that first scare, bingo! Tunnel of love.
Okay then. Okay, where did you appear from? Did you jump down from the stairs? Or did you just spawn directly behind me so I didn't really have much of a chance to take you out before you hit me? Anyway, we're off to the Hall of the Future. And now we can finally get some plasmid stuffy stuff.
You would drain the people of their life's blood. Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
Yeah, like I said before, she does not shut up.
Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pairs, connected by a love that kills.
Okay. I mean, he said he took over the Big Daddy project after Suchong died, but in some of our recordings from Suchong, he called them Big Daddies. So what are you talking about when you didn't know what a Big Daddy was? And that one just shows people getting set on fire.
On your recent purchase of the incinerate plasmid. Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal. What would impress her more than lighting the fire? Oh, a party. But this party just begins for the kids. Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Oh, fun with fire. And there's actually a secret Gatherer's Garden back here. This one you can actually get something like Armored Shell, which is very nice. Which is why I didn't buy the health upgrade back at the other one, so I can pick that up. Well, that's a familiar scream. I can't do that with telekinesis. God dang it. Dang it. Yeah, the Big Sisters are pretty darn agile and hard to really take down easily, especially initially. So just get in close and drill them in the face.
Holy Moses, son. Not even a Big Sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this two-bit colony ride.
The Big Sisters are pretty much grown-up Little Sisters that kinda went crazy from the whole Adam immortality shtick. So they decided, hey, why don't we stick them in the suits and go kick the ass out of people who take our little sisters. They also drop Adam whenever you take one down, so yeah. Always nice. So, like I said before, the drill, it's pretty much my Big Daddy and my Big Sister countermeasure. Take a bit of that. Another health kit. And I think we're good. It's time to get out of here. As we leave my favorite level. It's pretty much my favorite level because I always find this kind of propaganda stuff interesting in how some people could actually create this stuff and actually have it be effective. It's eerie, effective, and also intriguing because it gives you insight into how these people were thinking. Now we can actually access all these, well, ice-covered things.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved. Now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing in the limbo room, came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone. And I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Outstanding, sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
I hit it. Oh, there he is. He has a unique model, too.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid, we're going places.
Okay, then.
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Ah, dang it. Now everybody burns! Burn! Oh, come on. Friggin' grenades. And that's it for this ambush. You can stop with the eerie music, it's kinda over now. So I guess this is where Sinclair has been holding out for 10 years? I don't know. I mean, where has he been since the fall of Rapture?
Andrew Ryan. He reckoned the free market was some kind of Holy Spirit gonna lead us all over the rainbow. And I reckon it's a big fat hooker too dim to spot a wooden nickel. So old Andy went and became his own ghost, and I whittled nickels till I made him mint.
Oh yes, another difference between Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2. Once we get on this train, we're not getting off till we reach the end of the line. So, that's it for this episode, and I guess I'll talk to you all again next time as we ride the rails.